And you will now barrel tune in. You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me again on My Opinions Are Facts. Coming in early today for these baseball picks. Last day in March. Let's get to it. We got a lot of games for the MLB today. A lot of games. So I'm gonna get through to it, and I'm gonna let you know if it's on my pick slip or not. So I did my research, made some picks, and I'll let you know if I make the final cut or not for my parlay today or single bets. So let's get to it. First game we got the Twins versus the White Sox. The White Sox actually got a win already this season. Very impressive. Compared to last year, they actually got a win early. So salute for them for that. And that was I think Derek Rose through the opening day pitch for that game. So yeah, they doing a little all right. So the pitcher you got for them is he's a lefty, Perez. His whip is 1.48, which is not too good, but that's just on the mound, so that's what they got to work with. So you got to they're facing the Royals with the lefty themselves too. So there's two left-hand pitchers going today. Padak, his whip is 139, isn't too good either. So I definitely weigh in heavy when I do these picks off the whips. So with that being said, I looked around to see what I wanted to do, and it's hard to get a read. If I was to pick, I would go with probably go with the over. I feel like a lot of balls can get hit in this game, and I think these two pitches right here with the whips is like really high because 1-3 is like not too good, and if you hit 1-5, you're basically poor at pitching. So I don't look at a lot of hitting right here. Probably some scoring. There's a hard read for this game, but if I was to pick a winner, I would go to plus 1.5 White Sox. I think if they did keep it close and probably have a chance to win. So I'm gonna rock with that. For that pick, that's not gonna go on my slip. But for the guys who want to pick this team or believe in them, I'll go 1.5 White Sox with the plus on the run line. Next game we have the Royals versus the Brewers. And the Brewers are winless still, which is surprising, but hey, that's how it goes. They had to go face the Yankees, and the Yankees was just cracking every ball out the park damn near. So it was a super they gave up a lot of runs that series right there. So maybe today can probably bounce back. Plus 1.5 is of course the run line with them. They're giving the Brewers. The over under is 8.5, and then we got the Royals. They're 1-2 on the season. Their pitcher's a lefty, Bullback. Whip is 1.02, which is good. Really, really, really good. Everybody that's 1.5, of course. Over under is, like I said, total runs is 8.5. With this one, for sure, I would have to go with the first 5. I'll get the first 5 to the Royals. I like in the first 5 innings. First 5, take the Royals on the money line, and that's really the read I got. Normally Bobby Witt, I would take him on a total basis, but 2 days in a row, I bet him on 2 bases. He didn't get that yet this season, so I'm gonna lay off of that player right now and wait till things get heated up for him. So I don't know the way the Brewers are playing. He might get 2 bases, but my for sure bet that's on my slip today is definitely first 5 Royals on the money line. Next game we have the Red Sox versus the Orioles. Orioles, man, another team. The bats are connecting early in the season. Rooshman and them guys definitely getting it done as far as hitting. They're 2-2 on the season so far. They're going against the Red Sox, 1-3. Like I said, the Red Sox had a tough up series. The last one that was there. Pitching today, you got a lefty, Newcomb. Whip is 1.70 versus Pavich. He's another lefty for the Orioles. His whip is 1.43. I don't know. Like I said, the Orioles are the bats are clicking. They're not scoring as much to get these wins, but if I got a confidence, I'm gonna definitely go with the Orioles. And my guarantee pick on my slip is Rooshman for 2 bases. I think he can get on there today. Pull something out. I believe it could work. If I was to make it to a parlay, I would definitely go with the over because the Orioles are definitely getting some runs. And I think they can probably, if they do catch a lead, it's going to be a big lead, and it's probably going to go over 9.5. So if I was to parlay, which I'm not, I would definitely parlay Rooshman 2 bases and the over under for total runs 9.5. I'll take the over. Next game, we got the Rockies, another team shocked that got a win this season, early in the season. That's good money for them. Maybe there might be more to come with that. But plus 1.5 the run line for the Rockies, over under for total runs 8.5. Going against the Phillies, 2-1 on the season. Of course, the minus 1.5. They got the lefty pitching for the Phillies, Sanchez. His whip is 1.24. Going against Marquez, whip is 2.25. It's not looking good, especially going against Philly with all these batters with Schwarber and all them guys. So I took for sure on my slip, I got Harper for 2 bases. That's what I'm gonna take. If you want a winner, actually, I was gonna do it, but I kind of didn't. I would take the Phillies minus 1.5. I think they really get it done, and I think they get loose on them with the bats. They get them cracking early, and I think the Rockets won't be able to overcome that devastation that the Phillies is going to bring. So not on my slate, but if you want to take it, I can see it going 1.5 for the Phillies on the run line. Next game, we have the Mets. 1-2 on the season. First game, they look too good. They kind of rebound, but didn't get the job done on the they rebounded, now they're 3-1 on the season. After the first game, pitching for them is a lefty Peterson, 1.29 on the whip. Going against Contrell, whip 1.52 for the Marlins. That's their pitcher. Marlins are, let me see, 1-2 for the season. They I'm sorry. 2-1 because they beat the Pirates. Man, that was crazy for the Marlins to take the Pirates. I thought the Pirates was going to do what they had to do, but Pittsburgh Pirates beating the Pirates. So for that game right there on my slip for sure is I'm going Soto with 2 bases total. I don't know. This is one of them games where you look like, man, do the Marlins have a chance? I mean, the Mets is, they expect to get close to the World Series. So this is going to be a match for sure that I think, if I'm going my gut, I think the Mets have something to prove early, and they don't want to drop these easy games because they don't want to have to play almost, when it comes to All-Star break. These games right here really matter if you really try to go far into the playoffs for baseball, because these games haunt you at the All-Stars. So I think the Mets come out here and get the job done. They don't play no games. I would take them at 1.5 on the money line. But on my slip for sure, I got Soto for 2 bases. So that's how I look at that one. Next, we have the Rangers versus the Reds. The Rangers are 3-1 on the season. Looking pretty good out there. The Reds 1-2 for the season. With the pitchers for this one, we have Rocker. Whip is 1.54. Going against Singer. Whip is 120. This one right here, I didn't get a read on it. I didn't make a pick, but if you want to go and sway, I'm going to go with the Rangers. I think they can keep up what's going on this season. The flow is right. And I think, things should go good. So if you want to take that money line for them, did pick it myself, but to give you guys a kind of option to choose, I would choose that. Next game, we have my Pirates, man. My Pirates. Whew. Pitching for them today, you have Lasinski. Whip is 1.18, going against Ramusin, for the Tampa Bay Rays. Whip is 108. The way the Pirates look, disappointed. They gave up games, especially the game on Saturday with extra innings. They kind of beat themselves. So going to this, I just took the under. Two pretty good pitchers. Ramusin, of course, is better, so I don't see the Pirates get too many hits. And the Pirates, I don't think they're not going to give up much. Game's going to be close, so I'm just going to take the under 8. I have nothing else to read on that as far as player props, so I'm going to go with that. Excuse me. Next game we got Washington Nationals versus the Blue Jays. Um, Coming into this season, the Blue Jays should be. I thought they would be one of the better teams. And when I looked at it, the pitcher for the Nationals, Soroka, WHIP is 1.08. Going against Francis, WHIP is 0.93. Of course, that's an advantage I would take for Francis. But for this game, I took Bichetti for one hit. Something I needed, just you feel like you want to guarantee win, just go with Bo Bichetti. Get that hit. Pretty decent for the odds on that. So that's what I took for that game. Next game we have the Giants versus the Astros. Both teams coming in 2-1 for the season. You got the pitchers Hicks for the Giants. WHIP is 1.45 going against Blanco. WHIP 1.09. So it's pretty two good pitchers. For this one, Astros look pretty good this year. They got things rolling. But I don't know. I get the feeling that the Giants might have an answer to it. I took the Giants on the money line. I'm kind of confident what they got going. I think they can get things started early and enough to hold off. Bullpen for them is pretty decent tonight. And I like that. I like that look. So I'm going to go with the Giants money line. Next game, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Padres. Padres look good. They beat down the Braves. Man, they looking good out there. But pitcher tonight for the Guardians, Ortiz, WHIP 1.11 versus Hart, lefty pitcher. WHIP is 3.08. I don't know. I think the Padres could probably keep the streak going. If you ask me, I don't see where the drop off could be at. So I don't know. I like them. Actually, I took them 1.5. It's actually on my slip. So I got the Padres 1.5 against the Guardians. I think Tatis and them guys can keep the bats rolling. Machado, and I think teams like this know how important these first games are. So I think the effort is going to be given by the Padres. So I took the money run line minus 1.5. Next game we have the Tigers versus the Mariners. Plus 1.5 for the Mariners, of course. The over/under total run is 7.5. Mariners are 2-2 this season. Of course, beating down the Pirates, where the wins came from. Tigers 0-3, but you see what they, tough matches they had and stuff. So with this one, I look at the pitcher. Job WHIP is 0.50. Hancock WHIP is 1.34. And I like the over for that. So that's where I'm looking at. The runs is going to come early, I believe. And I think I can see this being a 5-3 score. So definitely over 7.5 for that one. Next we have the Braves. Braves shocking. I thought he was going to win more, at least another game or two from the Padres. But I don't know, the bats ain't working too good early in the year, except for Albies. Albies, his bat's working, but everybody else, they got to pick up the pace. They are going against the A's, who another team, and I picked them too, money line on Saturday to win. So they got to win early in the season. Congrats to them. The Las Vegas A's, I'm sorry. For that one, of course, plus 1.5 for the A's they're giving, and over under for the total runs, 8.5. Pitching for the Cubs, you have Brown. WHIP is 2.63, and the Estes is WHIP for the A's 1.23. With this one, it can get shaky because maybe the A's might have another trick up their sleeve, another win they could pull early. They shouldn't though, but I took Ian Happ for a hit. I think that's definitely going to hit for sure. If anything, maybe a close second you want to parlay, I would get Swanson a hit. But Ian Happ a hit for sure. I took that for that game. If you was thinking of a winner and you wanted me to ask me who could win this, I got the Cubs on a money line. Just the batting lineup is just, these guys, Suzuki and all them guys really get it cracking as far as hitting the bat. So I would like the Cubs on money line. Next game, we have the Braves, who really got me confused this season. Braves versus the Dodgers. This is sure. I still think it's game of the night. Very good game. The pitchers for this game, we got the Holmes. WHIP is, of course, 0 because he hasn't pitched yet. So there's no read for him. And then you got Glass now. Pitcher for the Dodgers. WHIP is 0.95. He's been pretty good, especially last season in the playoffs. Them guys was really getting in. For this one, I had Hernandez getting a hit. That's the one I felt that was going to go no matter what. Other people would take Otani for a hit, but the value wasn't there. I think the only value you could find in Otani is home runs. That's about it. Other than that, if you're parlaying, yeah, it's good to put in there. But if it's a single bet, getting anything Otani is good for home runs as far as a single bet. So I just got Hernandez. I had a better read, better odds of getting him a winner. The Dodgers are hot, but I can see the Braves really stealing this one. I think they can steal this game off of them. Upset of the night for sure. I can see the Braves taking this. I would go money line. Actually, I'm gonna go back and do that. I'm gonna take the money line for the Braves. Yeah, I said it, and we're gonna see what happens. Did I make the right read? But I feel that could be a winner tonight for sure. So, but for now, my pick will be Hernandez to get the hit for them, and I'm gonna go back because it's a late game. I'm gonna go back and take the Braves money line, put a whole unit on that, and see if they can actually, because it'd be a real big win for them. Yes, I know the Dodgers are hot; they are really hot right now. They come to the season guns blazing, but I think they could drop this one. I feel the Dodgers can still win out of LA, or I'm sorry, I feel the Braves can still win out of LA. So I'm going back with Braves money line for sure. I like that one. Like I said, a lot of games up. You should be able to catch all the picks if you want, because the games I believe start at quarter after 2, which means it might more likely start at 2:20 p.m., 2:25 p.m. So you have time to put them 2 o'clock games in. Yeah, like I said, good luck. Them are my reads for the day. I'm coming back again tomorrow. Baseball is what we do. I love baseball season. I love making these picks. Make sure you're tuning at 5 o'clock today for our NBA picks. We break them down all the time. You'll have me and all that other doing that, collabing, give y'all the best parlays or the best single picks you can get. Like I said, let's get this money. Let's win this money. April's tomorrow. Vacation season's coming upon us, and we need that extra money, that free money. Let's get these wins, y'all. Shout out to TikTok, everybody that joined. If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. Just inbox me if you want to know anything you missed. Make sure you tune into our YouTube channel. My opinions are facts. You can find us on there with that or regular pods besides the picks. Appreciate all the love. We'll see y'all 5 p.m. Then again tonight, 8 p.m. Salute. Peace. Let's get this money. Get that chicken.